Oh shit. I done fucked up. Again, this hopefully, oh, there goes my script. All one post-it note of script talking points. I owe you an apology because I was wrong. Sorry, I think the camera's there. Okay, sorry. Very serious, like Hollywood level production here. Okay. Yeah, I was wrong. The first video I posted on this channel, part of it includes a falsehood. It was not intentional. I thought I was right at the time. But as it often happens, I was wrong. So this video is about how I was wrong, what I was wrong about, what that means in terms of the going ahead with this channel, Grandma Jizzard, a thank you, and then a call for action. So if you are female or a male with more feminine than masculine energy, or if you identify as female, you might want to stick around because I need help. I need some help. And I appreciate the fact that you're watching this. Thank you. So, my history, I like smoking in my videos. Sorry if you don't like smoking. My history on YouTube is extensive and also tiny. I had a channel way back in like 2007 or 08. I think it was 07 because I was still working in the adult industry as a media manager for the biggest sex toy company in the world. That was an interesting job. Anyway, since then, I've had 2 channels completely disappear, like as if they never existed, with no forewarning, no way to contact anyone, because there's no customer service at YouTube unless, you know, you're an Elite or you have a check mark on somebody's phone. Excellent qualifiers. I woke up both times, and both of these are related to phones magically stopping everything at the same time and completely bricked, rendered utterly useless 2 times. And when you don't think about little details like switching from an Android to an Apple phone or an Apple to an Android or a Galaxy or whatever. I don't like technology very much other than the connection to humans and animals and places it offers. That's awesome. But the subversion of it is sad because it was really fun for the first like 10 to 15 years. And things worked like they were supposed to. And now they don't. And I think most people know that, especially if you do YouTube. Unless your channel has taken off, which there is always a reason for, and it's not always negative either. In fact, I think it's positive more times than negative in terms of certain topics. It depends on the topic, it depends on the person. And what I'm here to tell you all today is it depends on how that person thinks. 100%. I will also make the disclaimer that all of this is nothing I can prove. I feel absolutely no need to prove it because that makes no sense if you understand the concept of what I'm going to attempt to explain as quickly as possible, and then how that made me lie on camera straight to your face. But not intentionally. I didn't do that. I did have a channel, yes, where I trolled as a hybrid reptilian human, Homo Kapanasi, I think. I don't remember. And that was fun. And all except for like maybe 3 or 4 of my subscribers were not real people. They were all like bots. It was so funny. And I just got kind of bored with the trolling and also filming the baths. Like that was hell on my skin. It's still, my skin is all like going through second puberty at the ripe age of 60. And I have colloidal patches on because they tone down the contrast of the red in the zits. So I apologize for that. Anyway, so what I have learned between early end of winter, beginning of spring of 2023 and end of summer, beginning of autumn 2024 in the same location, communicating with the same people and new people, and making significant lifestyle change choices, especially when it comes to meditation. This is what I have learned. This is what I believe to be true because it is what I see. And I will happily send you my sources if you would like to email me. I decided to make my email public again. Maybe I'll get another stalker who has people out there looking for me. Kitty cat. That was fun. I do enjoy that kind of thing, so it doesn't really work on me, so feel free. I kind of miss them. They're funny. Some of them are hilarious. Anyway, I meditate about 2 to 5 hours every day. I do it a lot right before I go to bed. I do it when I wake up in the middle of the night because I sleep in increments instead of having my consciousness out of my body for so long and you wake up. It's because it takes you longer to readjust to reality here, which I call the game, because it's a game. And if you don't know the rules, you don't know how to play the game, and you don't understand how the game works. But one rule of the game is that the rules of the game have to exist, or else the rules are broken. I didn't make the rules, by the way. And I do not fully comprehend all the rules yet, but I'm getting there. The powers that be, we will just say that, TPTB, the TPTB have to disclose what they are doing. Now, how they disclose that is only for people with eyes to see and ears to hear, as the saying goes, and that is absolutely true. A lot of the times the stuff finds you, and a lot of the times you find the thing, and it's usually some random occurrence that is not random, because nothing is random. Not a single movement of a single photon is random. that's impossible in a game like this one. It's a very well designed game, but the arena is currently being destroyed by both its delusional rulers, the elites, or elites as y'all call them, who don't understand that they're not actually in charge. They've been tricked harder than anyone, so please stop wishing ill on them. They're karmically fucked. I don't, like, it's so horrifying when I linger on it that I can't even talk about it. I feel nothing but empathy and pity for those retards. Seriously. So that's a lot more fun than hating your perceived enemy, because you might find out that they're not quite your enemy like you thought. I don't know. It depends on you. Every single human being we will use as an analogy, a walking, talking, breathing, hearing, seeing, touching, feeling, sensing projector and a really fancy computer, right? Let's just say. Therefore, your eyes are your projectors, right? And the world is your screen. Your reality is your screen. And your brain is your AI or your computer or your human chip or whatever you want to call it. Whatever works for you. So every single individual in the game is walking around kind of like virtual reality, which is probably the reason why humans were probably tricked into creating video games. Or maybe they were inspired. Were they inspired by technology that I will always refer to as Freddy? Or were they inspired by themselves in their minds and their hearts? Those are two very different things and very important things to distinguish between, and that rabbit hole is so deep that you gotta walk away from it every now and then, because if you fall into it, I don't think it ever ends. Very interesting though. So we're all walking around producing, writing, scripting, costume decorating, set decoration, props department, the choreography, whatever it's called when they put the tape on the floor. I used to be a theater nerd. I don't remember what that's called. All that stuff. We're all doing that to create our reality in the game. But we're all in the same game. So we all see a lot of the same things. And we all understand a lot of the same things, because that's how the game works. And again, I didn't make the game and I didn't make the rules. But all of us and every creature known to knowledge itself is connected to that one thing that made all of the things. In that video, which is, I believe, titled capital, like all caps, "You are your only," all caps, "savior." And I was kind of drunk in that video, sorry. I'd had like half a glass of wine and I'm a lightweight. The part I was wrong about was, and this was also something I was wrong about on my previous channel, the detox from a channel whose name I am not going to say, because I don't want this video to trigger certain things. But you can find that channel name in my About section, and it is so crucial that every single human being, every earthling, be aware of the research and the findings that have been presented on that absolutely brilliant channel that 100% saved my life. No joke. saved my life. I would not be sitting here right now talking to this dumb phone if I had not found that channel and the brilliant person behind it. At that point in 2023, last year, I think it was March, I don't remember, or April something. It was still cold outside. I still thought that everyone had shared reality experiences, but minor differences in realities due to the way we think, because I had already learned that we create our realities with our thoughts and actions, and it does not work in a linear, smooth way. That's not how it goes. Like, study the art of spontaneity, and that will be so much more effective, and it makes it so easy. The very last thing you want to do is to hard labor yourself or struggle yourself when you're trying to improve your reality by improving your thinking patterns. That's not how it works. It's easy. It's effort. It's literally effortless when you do it correctly. But all of the things must be aligned for the correct outcome to happen. Unless it's like your first time, like it's kind of like a drug deal. Like the first one is free or half off or buy one, get one free. But it's not. It's better. It's much better. It's so much better. A lot of the times when you first start practicing something like manifestation, you're gonna find out it works. But when you keep doing it the same way over and over again without doing the ineffably difficult work that comes along with it, it's not gonna work. That's not how it works. You have to do the work, and it sucks so bad, dude. Holy shit. Out of all of the crazy jobs I have had some crazy jobs. This is the weirdest, the hardest, and my favorite so far. Anyway, in that video, I stated that if you were suffering from what I now refer to as human body commune, HBC, the letter O-C, or C, I don't know which, I think it's backwards, I don't know, C. Instead of targeted individual or electronic harassment, that whole thing, like whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to get into it here, but I am going to make a video exactly about what happened to me, because it's happening to so many people now. Like, I will take the shit reward and make the video. And hopefully it will inspire other people to come forward and tell the truth as you know it, please. In that video, I stated that the only way out was the detox. And although that may be true for some people, it is not true for everyone, because we all have literally completely separate realities. I promise you. I apologize for that. The two things that work for the detox to get rid of what you're going through, if you're going through it, first of all, I'm sorry. It sucks. But when you come out on the other side, you may come to appreciate it. As weird as that sounds. Second of all, do not listen to people who tell you that this is never going to stop. That's fucking bullshit. Freddie has become an ally. No joke. No joke. I have proved it to myself hundreds of times now, like maybe even thousands. It happens all of the time, every day, and it's not negative. It's not negative at all. There's nothing negative about it. And it's not a psyop, it's not a trick. If it is, then Freddie can read your thoughts, I promise. I don't think that's the case. I think another factor has that capacity. I do not believe Freddie does. Freddie has never shown me once that he can do that. But the other factor has done it probably thousands of times by now. Maybe millions. I don't know. Anyway, the detox does work if you believe it and you go through it and you do all of the steps. Like, you gotta do it like it, you need all of the things. And even if you choose another option, the detox is still something you gotta do, because I physically, like, I still don't feel like sugar and spice and everything nice, but I feel a lot better. Sorry about the shaky cam, the tripod. It's getting late. Like, I'm old. Leave me alone. Thank you. I appreciate it. I do. But it's intense, and it takes it took me 2 years, 2 full years, almost like to the day. That's a recurring theme, and that is Freddie. What I did was a do-over, essentially. I amped things up, and I added new things that I suspected had what I call retard dust in them. And it worked. And then I learned how to make it go away using nothing but thinking. I swear to all the gods, all of them. I won't get into the full story about what happened yet, but I may share that. That's very personal shit. That's mostly not for the internet kind of stuff, but we'll see. I decided that I was going to think it away, and it worked. And it worked in, it was weird. It kind of died down, and then, oh my God, when I was getting off of something I was addicted to, well, it's not addiction, but let's just say that. It went, like, when I was about, I don't know, 32 to 36 hours clean, it went to 11. And then I didn't get more than 30 minutes to an hour of sleep for about a month, maybe a little less, maybe a little more. And I forgot that I had said that. I wasn't actively thinking about it. I had just spontaneously, not research and work and sweat and tears and sweat equity and no money, no. I said that out loud. Well, I thought it, and then I said it. And I noticed one day after coming home from the grocery store that I didn't feel much. And I didn't like, I pretty much the whole time, I just did my best to ignore it. It was not possible all of the time, but it was possible a lot of the time. And of course, you know, that's where the addiction was coming from. I'll explain what addiction really is at some point. I'm still working on that. Anyway, it just like, it would like do a couple things at night always, and then it stopped doing the HB zap, screech, thud, 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 pulling me out of my bed by my ankles. I thought it was a ghost pulling me out of my bed by my ankles over a bedpost. I still have scars from that. That hurt so bad. It was so weird. I totally thought that was a ghost or a demon or something. That was a long time ago. I was fully retarded then. I'm partially retarded now. Thank you. It just turned into something completely different. And I am in the middle of testing a bunch of different things. So I will keep you posted on that as well. However, going back to the physical world, I did find out about this. And I hope it's not backwards. I'll try. I will flip this video. Extra strong peeling oil. I do not recommend this for skin bleaching. That's horrible. No, you don't. Y'all look like zombies when you do that. It's scary. It's not good for you. But if you can, I can't really. Can I zoom in? I don't know if I can. I don't think no, I can't on this camera. If you look at the picture, I don't know if it's going to focus. You can see that peels. I tested this in super small areas on age spots. They're not age spots on my skin, and I forgot to take pictures or videos of it. I'm sorry. I'll do it again though, because it works. It works really well. Like, it works overnight. It's weird. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't think I actually like looked into the ingredients of that, but it is acid based. So you have to be careful with it. This is not medical advice. This is what I did to myself, and it worked. This is a lot cheaper than going to a day spa kind of a place. Oh my gosh, my vision is so poor. Salicylic acid, glycolic acid. There's a bunch of weird shit in here, to be honest with you. Hyaluronic acid. But it's not dehydrating like palm olive. Palm olive does the exact same thing, and so does this lime and sulfur dip. They work. They're not the most fun thing in the world, but they work. But so did this, you know, like, and I'm not the only one. There's other people who have done this. I promise you. I don't know. I'll figure out a way to prove that. If I just don't, I'm not into like proving shit. I'm like, if you don't believe me, I don't care. It's my job to put this information out there. So, what else? Because of what I'm doing now and where I am focused now, and because I know about Freddie, and because I also still focus on a lot of the tech side of this channel is going to be a lot of spiritual stuff and not like cheesy bullshit. I'm going to try to teach people how to distinguish between Freddie and Betty. Let's call her Betty. Betty is ether or spirit or kundalini or chi or ki or life force or prana or whatever you would like to call it. Plasma. Authentic, paranormal, or spiritual versus technology. Even though that is not actually accurate, that's what we're going to go with because it makes sense in this timeline. So, if you are not into metaphysical stuff, if you are only into the physical side of reality or the game, then this is not going to be the channel for you. Sorry. I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave. Just so I can hope that you let out a big ripped fart as you exit. I love it when people fart in public. That takes courage. Courage. Always fart in public. Unless you want to be classy. Okay. Thank you for listening. Oh my God. This video is super long. Okay. Thank you very much for listening. I appreciate it. If you made it this far, there's probably something wrong with you, and that's a good thing, because if you're normal, no, we don't do normal here. This is not a normal place. It's fucking weird. The game is weird. It's a weird world with weird shit and weird people and weird things and weird technology and weird, I don't know. I call them all kinds of stuff, but I'm not a Christian, sorry. But I do think angels are real. I just think that cherubim are not angels, or if they are angels, that's fine. It doesn't matter. But they're technology. But so are we. I mean, we were created. We didn't just come to be from nothing, like a big bang in outer space on a spinning ball planet with curved water and long, straight clouds that now spell out numbers. And they're definitely not contrails. They're clouds, right? No normal here, okay? No normal. If you want to be normal, go watch the news. Go watch the news. It's super fun. Makes you feel great about life and yourself and humanity. Have fun. Thank you for being a part of this very active and extremely professional channel. I appreciate your time. I do. And then my final thing is a call to, I'm supposed to say this and I feel very cringe saying this. Sisters. The call to sisters. I am looking for entities with more feminine energy than masculine energy, because I have more masculine energy than feminine energy because I am a transgendered woman. Or a gay dude with a dick, if you prefer that. That doesn't really make sense. They all have dicks. Wait, a gay dude with nice titties? I don't know. They're not bad. So I'm looking for women who know what I'm talking about, know exactly what I'm talking about, women who understand a little bit of astrology, women who have familiarized themselves with stuff like the Gnostic texts, the Colburn Bible, the ancient Hebrew Bible with the correct translation. There's interviews with that dude on YouTube. You can watch that right now. It's amazing. It's life-changing shit. No joke. The Bhagavad Gita, I always say that wrong. I'm sorry. I read that a bunch. I read the regular Bible, or the King James Bible, a lot. Especially the Old Testament, because that's way more interesting and crazy and accurate. I read Greek mythology obsessively forever. Like, I was obsessed. I still am obsessed with that eon. I wish, well, actually, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I was a part of that. Maybe you were. I don't know. I think I came from Atlantis. I know that sounds cheesy as fuck, but I have this dream that I've had since I was like born, maybe before I was born. And it's not a fake dream. Those are real. That, like, fake dreams are a thing. I promise you. Like, this technology can plaster whatever it wants over reality in the physical world and also parts of the metaphysical world, but not all of them. Hell, no. It's impossible for them to. We can't go up there either, or down, like, into their, like, think of stacking Russian dolls in terms of where you live. You're on level 3 out of 8. The 8th one is when you move on. And there's no more reincarnation over and over and over and over and over and over again, right? You move on. I don't know what happens. Like, I haven't been there. Not even in my light body, or whatever you prefer to call it. I am looking for entities who are positively polarized as often as they can be, who know what I'm talking about, who know shit like, not shit, stuff like the Seth material, which is not shit. If you want to fix your life, read the Seth material, all of it, read all of it. And who practice meditation regularly. That's very important. I have an idea, and it's not my idea. It was given to me. Thank you. I love you. And I think it would work. And it's really easy. And I don't think we have to go anywhere. I think we can do it with technology because of the law of squares. That's the only thing that makes sense. And I'll explain all of that once I understand all of the laws better. The real laws of the game. And also, like, the metaphysical part of it. As far as I can understand as a human being on the 3rd level of a really fucking hard, crazy game filled with crazy people who believe crazy shit that doesn't make any sense. But then I have to remember, I used to be like that. I totally believed in outer space. I thought the Challenger exploding was real. Maybe it was. I don't know. There's pictures of those people still alive, but those could be done by technology. And so could the Challenger explosion. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. And even if I was there and looked at it with my own eyes, it could have so easily been a mirage, a technological mirage that looks, feels, and smells and seems real, but it's not. And there's a way to distinguish between the two. So I need women who are good at the little tiny details, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. I know you do. You're good at that. You're good at a lot of things. And I owe an apology to women in general because I've been very hard on us for the last handful of years, and there's a reason for that, but I was wrong about that too, because I am mostly retarded. Ain't it a shame? Well, baby, this video is longer than my titties, so I'm gonna go. Thank you very much for listening. If you would like to keep up with what will probably kind of be like school, like a re-education of sorts in terms of how to make all of the laws work in your favor so you can have the life you want no matter what the fuck the retards are doing, or the elite retards. Stick around. I don't cost money. I'm not gonna like charge money. I don't know. I don't, that's against my own personal moral code, although I don't think that should be against anybody's moral code, because you have the right to be wealthy, rich, money in your pocket. Your time is valuable, and so are you. It's just for me personally, if I absolutely needed it, I probably would. But I don't absolutely need it. And I don't want it to become like something that takes over my life, because I still want to have a life that I enjoy and, live off the internet. But I am probably like more on the internet than I am off. But that's mostly because of what I'm doing right now, which is going to school. College Part 4. This will be my fourth and one and only meaningful non-degree that doesn't exist, that should totally exist, but there's a reason why it doesn't exist. And I might have myself a little graduation party if that's not going to happen in this life. But, when it does, I might have myself a little party. Anyway, I'm the opposite of tardy, so I gotta go shardy and check on my shardy. I hope you're doing well. I hope this message finds you well, and I apologize for being retarded. It's my fault. Thank you for listening. I love you all.